Right where I'm looking now. Yeah, as I was saying, welcome back, guys and girls. And I'm now looking, instead of looking down there, I'm now looking up here. And we are trying to work a few different camera type light LED thing with a few batteries in the back, but it works pretty well. And as you guys can see, we are just trying to work a few easy workarounds just to be able to give you guys these videos. And I don't want one of them, but I do want, let's grab a couple of those. So it is kind of a work in progress. Well, that's a little bit bright, but it'll hopefully do. Just turn that down a touch. There we go. So you guys can kind of somewhat half-ish see me. So we are back with, I was going to say Alexis, but it's not. It's Cassandra. And as you can see, we have quite a few options open to us. The main one is actually 282 meters in that direction, and that is, let's just turn that off. That is actually, as you can see, an eye for an eye and talking to Marcos. So we do have two abilities yet used, or yet to use, I should say. No comments means, unfortunately, you guys don't get to decide how we're going to use these abilities, which is kind of a downer, because I do want to try and get you guys involved in this as much as possible. So as we make our way back up to the top of this here mountain and find a tree that we can half inch, as you can see, very slowly making our way around to where Marcus is. Who is actually down here. And as you can see, they actually hurt a little bit, so definitely need to make note of not jumping that far. So as you can see, we have Marcus.
Ah, here you are, and not a moment too soon.
I've dealt with the bandits, and gotten the wood for the boiler.
I had every confidence in you, my friend.
Well, your plan?
Your plan?
Right. The Cyclops and I have a score of drachmi to settle. The same score as you, my rough and tumble friend.
He wouldn't be after me if it wasn't for you, my friend.
Right. But I swear, this will put an end to it. If he insists on sending his goons after us, we'll make sure his last good day was yesterday.
So, this fight is ridiculous, or go on?
Let's hear it then. What do I have to do?
What will we do, you mean? As the brains to your brawn, I consider it a joint effort.
Of course you do.
Think, what does the Cyclops value most? His men? His land? His ships? No, his obsidian eye.
Get to the point, Marcos.
Oh, fine. We're going to steal it.
Are you crazy? You borrow his drachmi, then you steal his eye?
Having it means we win. Then it goes to market. We kill two birds with one obsidian eye.
He'd better hold still, or he'll lose both eyes.
No, no! It has to be done without the Cyclops knowing. You cannot be seen.
Then my new bow will come in handy.
He keeps the eye in his house. It's too valuable to wear out. A wise choice until you show him the error of his ways. Wait for the sun to set, sneak in, and then bring me the eye.
So,
Better be worth something.
Do you know how much obsidian goes for in Kefalonia?
I've never seen it.
Exactly. And not only is it obsidian, it's veined with gold. Gold! It's no wonder he saves it for special occasions.
So we'll use the profits to pay him off.
It will pay for the bulk of it. A vineyard's expensive, you know.
I don't know where the Cyclops lives.
Keep to the west side of the island. There you will find his lair.
Fine. But you won't get away with being cheap.
Cheap? You wound me, Cassandra.
It's your defining trait.
Bring me the eye and I'll prove you wrong. Remember, not a soul can see you.
Got it.
Pull this off, and our heads won't be the Cyclops' trophies when he comes back.
So, as you can see, we have to find the eye at the Cyclops lair. The Cyclops lives in Kefalonia, which is where we are. His home is in the west of the cursed Valley of Parley, and the eye should be inside the Cyclops lair. Now, as we said, we do have a couple of ability icons, or ability marks, as you can see, points to use. Now, we did say to you guys to let us know which you wanted. Obviously, with nobody viewing the particular video, we do apologise, but it is now going to be our option. So, Venomous Attacks, Shadow Assassin, which we can also upgrade. So, we're definitely going to look at using one of the ability points to upgrade that. We can't upgrade at the moment the Revelation, but we do have the option of Vanishing, using Poison Mastery or Rush Assassination for the Assassin traits. Under Warrior, we can pick up a Charged Heavy Attack, we can pick up a Sparta Kick, we can pick up a Bull Rush, Second Wind, Weapons Master, Shield Breaker, and under the Hunter options, we can look at either the Spread Shot, which means we can shoot multiple arrows, Sixth Sense, which, as you can see, time slows for up to 5 seconds when you're spotted by enemies. Aimed arrows lock onto the target's torso and deal 150% hunter damage. We can have the Arrow Master ability upgraded. Be a master of paralyzing, fire and poison arrows. Craft arrows in the inventory. Multi-shot hunter ability. Target 190% hunter damage and up to double when fully charged. Poison and fire arrows element build-up increased by 150%. Special arrows can be used. So out of all of these, the one we are going to actually pick up is the Arrow Master, and the reason we're going to do this is it also gives us the option of paralyzing, fire and poison arrows. And as you can see, to upgrade this one, it requires level 16. So we do have quite a few, as you can see, to choose. We haven't chosen anything out of the warrior system as of yet. We do have a series of options here. So the meditation, the holding and the down button on the D-pad to summon Phobos, obviously up to control Icarus, triangle for assassination, X for jump, down for a whistle, equip a second weapon from the inventory menu and swap between them at any time, requires level 15, so we have a little way to go before we actually hit that. And defensive maneuvers, press square to dodge, tap L1 and R1 to parry an attack. So now that we've chosen these, we're just going to have a quick look at the inventory, and as you can see, we do have quite a few options that are available, and as you can see, there are quite a few weapons in here, so we may look at trying to obviously get rid of some of these. Now, as we just mentioned, we have now got the options of not just our normal arrows, we have our paralyzing arrows, we have poison arrows, and we also have fire arrows. And as you can see, the damage and armor and health along the bottom, health at 1942, hunter damage at 303, warrior damage, because we haven't chosen anything from the warrior trait, is at 191, assassin damage is at 2053, and armor is at 162. And if you guys will excuse me for one moment, we will be right back. Sorry about that, guys and girls, there was someone at the door then. Wrong address though, so I can't win them all. So as I was saying, we've literally just got 3 brand new sets of arrows. As you'll notice, We do have quite a lot of drachmae as well as items. It's not a case of I have been hunting, it's a case of I've actually had to get hold of some Helix credits to get the additional packs, because as you saw a moment ago, we're talking to Marcos. Out of all of these items, as you can see, we have soft leather, we have iron metal, we have wood. Ancient tablets contains lost engineering wisdom and are found scattered throughout the world in ancient ruins. This wisdom can be used to upgrade the Adresta. That we haven't actually got to yet. Obsidian glass, used to upgrade gear. This rare volcanic mineral can be looted from leaders, stolen from nation chests in forts, or excuse me, or earned by completing war contracts and conquest battles, and is extremely hard to get hold of. Precious gems, used to engrave gear. Precious gems are carried by mercenaries and earned by completing bounties. So, there we have it. So, mercenaries. And let's have a little look. How are we doing? As you can see, at the moment we have none that are discovered. We are still tier 9. If we just move through them, as you'll see, there are quite a few to obviously encounter. So that's tier 7, tier 6, tier 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. So definitely a lot to do. So we now have options to our standard, paralyzing, poison and fire arrows, and we have the option between one sword, and if we hold the R button, you can see we have the option of the torch. And just here we have 2 tier 6, or level 6 I should say, wolves. So the first one obviously hit him, but
Now to find the eye. If
didn't
it's as valuable as Marcos
obviously
says,
kill him.
it'll be hidden.
We're just going to grab those as we make our way towards the Cyclops lair. Sheep. And as you can hear, a quick call from Icarus to more than likely bypassed it. But as you can see, we need to make our way, and we are very quickly making our way. And as you can see, Icarus is now popped up saying that obviously find that particular target, because we are now close enough, we can now call in Icarus to locate said target. So as we make our way up the side of the mountain, this should be the camp. And as you can see, we do have a couple of guards that are about. And
Hello.
somewhere around here.
I see.
There we go. So we do go now into stealth mode.
The watch will be vigilant here. I need cover. If I'm quiet, I can hide in the bushes.
And another quick look this time with Icarus, just to try and pinpoint anyone that we may be wandering around, may cause any potential problems. And as you can see, this indicates we are currently at the Cyclops lair. But as you can see, there is a distinct lack of bodies about. We do have a lioness, another lioness, and a lion. But other than that, No guards. So it does look like somebody's already been here, but that I think is just going to be part of the course.
Alaka, must be some eye to have that much protection. I have to stay out of view.
There is no one around, and the only person I can see is this person here. And as you can see, we don't have actually an action or an opportunity to attack. We can use the arrow, but as you can see, there is no assassination option. And as you can see, this guy, I think, is just going to be a slave, more than likely. You stand still. Somehow, I kind of thought he might try and make a beeline for me. So, sniper skill upgraded. And this actually gives us a very nice opportunity to use one of our new arrows. Even though it is a headshot and a direct kill, as you can see, extremely useful. So, very quickly, as you guys can see, making our way up. That guy's still trying to run around like a lunatic. As I say, we actually have some guards, but they actually appear to be dead. We do have a couple of items to loot, which we will definitely look at doing. Anything else that we can loot? Oh, definitely. Oh, wow. Definitely a few items out here. Where's that other one? There we go. So a quick loot just there. Quick loot just here. Grab another weapon from here. Oops, two more. One just there. A lion fang. Grab that. Grab one of those. And where is this eye? In here. And as you can see, as we make our way into the main area of the Cyclops' house, definitely gonna have a few of the items. Now there was something else I saw. Where is it? Just there. So we have a couple of items, as you guys can see in here. So we are just going to quickly grab those. And there is one, I looked at it, in here somewhere. In here? Yeah, just there. Oop, and one just there as well. So picking up as much little amounts of drachmae as possible. As you can see, oh wow, what was that? Oh, the vulture. Oh, scared the living daylights at me then. So as you can see, we have to make our way back. A quick call to Phobos, and as you can hear, here he comes. Missed that one. Oh well. So where are you, Marcos? Here you go. And as you can see, gone for a slightly upgraded Phobos look. Didn't want to do that, but oh well. We'll take 4 drachmae. And as you can see, we've made our way back to Marcos now. And next into what looks like another cutscene.
Aye, be careful!
Do you know how many of his guards were there? All for a fucking rock.
This rock
Language.
could buy a house, my friend.
And yet, it's still not enough to pay back the Cyclops.
Oh, don't be upset. Think of all the fun we've had.
Right. Your fun, my blood. You can't keep dragging me into things, Marcos.
This will work, I promise you. Would I lie to you?
Don't make me answer that.
Take the eye, but don't sell it yet. No vendor would believe we came by it lawfully. They know exactly who it belongs to.
Fine.
Better your pocket than his socket.
I think that's enough for one day. Quiere, Marcos.
Wait, I saw a boat. One I've never seen before.
So?
The vessel's too good for this dirty town. It must be the Cyclops, and he brought friends.
He's back? I can never catch a break, can I?
Take them out, and that's
Unfortunately not.
one less thing to deal with. Besides, these strangers look rich as Chrysos. The Cyclops pays them well. It's win-win, my friend.
It can't hurt. What do I have to lose?
You? You're a winner if I ever saw one.
Then where are they?
In an abandoned house on the eastern coast. Who knows what golden fortunes shine in their hideout? Send them to Hades, then loot them for all they have. We'll be rich.
The eastern coast. Can you be more specific?
I think they've settled in an abandoned house, by a small forest south of Sami.
So, if these visitors aren't from Kefalonia, where did they come from?
All I know is Kefalonia will be the last place they'll ever see.
So as you can see, still working for Marcos.
I'm keeping some of these golden fortunes, though. No negotiations.
Not even a drachme for the man who sent you?
The rest goes to pay your debt. These are my terms.
Oh, fine, fine. Now teach those strangers what it means to be Kefalonian. Draw blood or bleed.
That's normally what happens when you draw blood. So, quest completed, an eye for an eye. 562. New quest, fancy guess, and as you can see, another run of over several hundred meters. So we have about 300 meters to go. So we're going to quickly call in Phobos. And as you can see, a quick pickup as we make our way towards where these guys are supposed to be hiding. So as you can see, Icarus has already picked up on the target. And these guys, according to this, are not over there. They're over here somewhere. So we do have a couple of guys. There's 4, 5. There is the abandoned house. But as you can see,
The abandoned
Icarus is
house
also picking up
and the people.
something else. And it looks like something we've actually just come past. Oh, 2 treasure chests hidden in the water, literally just behind
Come
us.
on.
So Icarus, you stay put, buddy. We are going for a swim. So as we make our way down, as you can see, definitely the opportunity of some items as we come down. And by the looks of it, it is literally just picking up drachmae New engraving. The Ostraka resolved. Bottomless lake. Taking the plunge, everyone on the island thinks this is the deepest dive, but there is a lake on the coast of Colade that is rumoured to be bottomless. If you're able to dive as far as the woman in marble, you will be able to claim me for a brand new item. So here we have Phobos. I'm actually going to leave Phobos here for a minute because, as you guys can see, we're not that far away from the hidden house.
I should try to stay out of sight.
So, restricted area. A very quiet but quick whistle.
Huh? Gonna check that out.
Which is enough to get this guy to come round. And that is one down, which now leaves 4 guys. So we have 2 guys this side, 1 out on the far left hand side.
Stop right there!
But unfortunately, things didn't go quite the way I planned.
Come back!
Now this guy obviously has no idea where we were. But as you can see, entering the Predator boat mode for a long range takeout. And oh wow, a not very pleasant ending.
I normally have someone else do the field work. I don't suppose you know how to get this stain out?
Water.
It comes with the territory.
Then you're just the Mystios I'm looking for. A clean slaughter. Very good work.
Not much sympathy for the men who work with you.
Not with me. For me. Employees. Now ex-employees, I suppose.
So you don't work for the Cyclops?
Your kind aren't usually believers of myth.
Not the monster. The man. You are an outsider. Why are you here?
Indeed, I'm not from Kefalonia. I'm here because what I'm looking for is.
Okay.
If you'll follow me, Cassandra.
Hey, how do you know my name? Okay. So we now have a guy who isn't from Kefalonia and knows who we are. So things have got a little bit on the interesting side.
I asked and people told me.
Tell me who sent you.
An inquisitive nature. Good. That will help.
You know more than you let on.
Knowing you is in my best interest. And knowing me is in yours.
Okay.
My prized possession was stolen and brought to Ithaca. Penelope's woven shroud. I need you to steal it back.
Okay.
The shroud of Penelope? The wife of Odysseus? You're joking.
A piece of it, yes.
Impossible. If it existed, it would be priceless.
Which is why I want it back.
Okay.
Ithaca is not a small island. I need more information.
I'd start at the home of Odysseus. Well, what's left of it. An inspiring tale, a reunion of past lovers.
So this El Pino
All right. I'll do it.
Don't expect
Seems
it
to
to be
be
easy.
That's
putting
why
us
it
through
will
our-
cost you.
Then it's agreed. There's a rowboat in the harbor. Use it. It's not meant for open water, so be wise. When you have the shroud, meet me in the Temple of Zeus.
I will.
Oh, and Misthios, don't fail.
cheek. So we've completed that particular quest, earned another 2,850 experience, and now onto Penelope's Shroud. The if I can even get my words out. Find and acquire Penelope's Shroud. The thieves are still near Kefalonia. They are in the southern area of the island of Ithaca. They're occupying Odysseus' palace. And as you can see, this is literally the way we've just come, but it's not the way that we're actually going to be going. And as you may have guessed, our headpiece doesn't actually match up with our armor. So we are just going to dive back into, I think it's not that one, it's this one. And as you can see, we do have a +2 assassin damage on it, but however, we are actually going to switch over for this. Now as you can see, there is a slight change in the level between the helmet and everything else, and this actually goes with this particular set of armor. So this is the Pegasus full set of armor, but unfortunately it's not the headpiece I want to particularly wear, which is why we are going to go back to this one, the bloodstained hood. But obviously for this, the rest of the outfit itself, as you guys can see, is not of the same level. So what we are going to be doing is actually setting up a second set of armor. So we'll have one that we normally run around in, and when we do anything that's a sneaking based mission, this will provide us with another piece of armor where we can have a little look, and well, not have a little look, but it will give us a second piece of armor where we can easily move about. So as you can see, Icarus has picked up, there is a chest just here, so we will definitely be having a little look at that. But she's also picked up just here on the mainland where the shroud is,
wasn't lying.
and also a couple of other areas of interest. So we are going to be getting Icarus to fly just a little bit higher, get a little bit more direction over the island itself, and see if we can actually highlight some pieces of interest. So we have one just there, there is one around here somewhere, and a guard, and a second guard. So this looks, oh wow, there's quite a few people up here. A couple over here, oh wow, and that is actually where we want to go. We'll just get Icarus to move a little bit further over. There's another piece just here somewhere. Is that it? Okay, that does look like that's it. So it looks like we have all of the areas and items. It's just the few occasional guards, I think, that we're now going to be spotting up. But as we just move over the actual map itself, just seeing if we can actually figure out what is going on. Because as you can see, we have a question mark over here on the far side. We have another question mark just up here somewhere. Where is it? Just there. So I'm actually going to send, while we've got Icarus up in the air, I'm going to send him over this particular question mark. And as you can see, a couple of more guards. We have another item. What is it? It's a chest. That's an ibex. I'm also trying to keep an eye out to see if there are any other things that are going to cause problems, like wolves or bears, lynx, because they do have a knack of turning up exactly at the point where you just don't need them. But at the moment there doesn't seem to be anything on here. As I mentioned a moment ago, while we have Icarus up this high, we do have what looks like an abandoned village or something. So we'll have a quick look at this. And there are a couple of wolves. There doesn't seem to be anyone around here. And we have roughly about 200 meters now to go with Icarus before we can actually have a look to find out what this little encampment actually is. But obviously we won't get a full listing until we actually get somewhere near. Right, so there's a chest just there. Is someone up on the hill? No. So a quick spin around and we can see 2 more guards. So pretty much everyone on this island is between level 6 and 7. We've pretty much scouted the entire island. So hopefully this is going to make things a little bit easier with trying to get around and not get caught out as such. So take command, and as you can see,
Headed to the house of Odysseus on a tiny boat. Let's try not to piss Poseidon off, shall we?
And that is the way we are going. And as you can see, the controls of the boat are exactly the same, literally exactly the same as Assassin's Creed Origins. You just climb up. Thank you. Or not, as the case may be. You're just going to be awkward. I'll take that as a yes. So, oh wow, manta ray. As we make our way all the way down to the chest, pick up a couple of items. Doesn't appear to be anything else. And before we get into any more trouble, oh, no, wrong button. We get back on board and finish making our way over to the shore over this side. So this is the cabin. So we know that there are quite a few guys up here. And our first piece of loot. But as you'll see, none of the guys are actually showing up, which is extremely annoying. means we just need to very quickly try and piece everything back together. So we know we've got a few people. Actually sounds like a wolf.
All the years I lived on Kefalonia, I never realized the mighty Odysseus' palace was here.
Hey, get me out of here.
We've got a young lady trapped just there. By the looks of it, a bunch of guards that have set routines. We did get pinged by one. And he is making his way up. I just hope he actually just continues to walk on by. We actually have two of them going out. One this side as well. That sounds like he's been attacked by a wolf. Which he was, and then by us. Oh, whoops.
I will kill you.
No, you won't.
Got you!
So before she comes around, I am definitely scarpering the higher ground. Because at least while we're up here, we're out of direct line of sight. And as you can hear, there is another wolf.
A quick day.
There's no escaping me. I'll stop that animal.
She's an archer as well.
Stay together. I'll check this out. Find cover! An archer.
You don't say.
Yes, no! I'll cut you down! For you!
Will you now? Ouch.
Is this what your best looks?
Where are you? There you are.
I'll get you! This is where you die!
Really? Where is he? There he is. So, as you can see, just basically making sure that we stay out of
Whoa!
range, and he's realised that he's a little bit too close. And unfortunately, that arrow's just gone straight through him. So, and now it looks like everybody's been dealt with. So it is now literally a case of just running around finding the bits that we need, like this. So that's one of the treasures. We have the other one down here.
Penelope's shroud. In the flesh? I mean, cloth.
Quite literally. There was. But we'll worry about actually returning that momentarily. What we are going to be doing is picking up the ancient tablet. And actually making our way back to this young lady. Release her.
Thank you. Let's get out of here. Can you fight?
I'd be happy
And another wolf. We know there were two up here. So, while we look at getting out of the area, getting this young lady to safety.
My thanks. I can't believe I let those Malakas sneak up on me.
Ithaca is a dangerous place to wander around on your own.
You're wandering around on your own.
Yeah, but look at the armor I'm wearing compared to what you're wearing.
You're right. I can't fight a camp of bandits by myself. Could you help me to get to Odysseus's palace? I can pay.
I'll help you get to the palace.
Well, I'm in luck then. What do I call you?
Cassandra.
I'm Odessa, named after the great Odysseus.
So,
Why would you want to go up there?
I am a descendant of Odysseus. I'm on a pilgrimage.
You're a descendant of the former king of Ithaca?
I'm the man who created the Trojan horse and defeated the Cyclops? The one who traveled to the land of the Lotus Eaters? The one the Odyssey is about? Yes, I am. Why?
You're not the first who said that, is all.
Well, I trust I don't need to prove my lineage to get up to the palace.
We should
Okay.
head to the palace while we have the chance.
so apart from obviously picking up any other items that we have, as you can see, we also need to find the Enigmatia Straka. We also need to pick up a chest. And that chest is actually down this way. So,
This is it? It's just rubble.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. Something more grand. My parents
leave her there for a moment.
Do you?
Take me to my boat. I'll pay you there.
So she now wants to go to her boat. So that's the second chest. Although we know that there is a third one here. So we'll just have a quick look. See if we can find some sort of opening or something. There has to be something here. I'm going way too high. Okay, perhaps I'm not going high enough. And I'm too high. Well, we'll come back to that chest in a moment. So Icarus has found something else. Sheep and what looks to be a wolf. That seems to be padding about. So. Oh man, just literally missed him. As you can see, Now he makes a charge. And obviously did not last long. So here we go. And 12 soft leather from that. Don't you bleat at me. Right, so where are we going? There has to be a way. Which is extremely annoying. Wrong one. Right, so let's have a quick look. We need to pick up one more item. If I remember rightly from when we took that first look in, it should be around here somewhere. Yep. Where are you? There we go. And we are actually not that far from it. So a quick run and a climb. And here we go. And the final piece of this little tale. So, as we make our way back out, as you can see, still on that wrong map, on the mini map, we do have, where is it, just there, the chest, which is just highlighted, so we know we can ping it. And now all we need to do is actually try to find a way in. So there should be somewhere around here an entrance. Now, considering we haven't found it yet, as we make our way round, as you guys can see, the Cave of the Nymphs. And we have also leveled up again. New engraving, health and damage increases. If you guys will remember, we do have somewhere.
This will be easy.
To the death!
And a quick shot. Nope. But we will definitely take our arrow back. And as you can see just here, oh wow. Definitely keep our eyes open for any glowing rocks as we make our way through. As you can see, the final chest. And not just a chest to loot. A couple of more items. Quite a bit of drachmae, a little bit of wood and other bits and pieces. And as you'll notice, from this particular set of armour, because this is the armour of Pegasus, we actually have feathers coming from it. So another wolf. Where are you? There you are. Ouch. So that one actually caught us a little bit unaware. I actually thought we had all of them. But there is, oops, more wood. Just there. Hopefully. Actually there's two of them. a little bit of timing and pacing bodes well when trying to get those long shots to carry. So there's one of them. Actually, there's two of them. And as you can see, making our way very quickly around to the top tip of the island. So, I think it's the top tip of the island. Let's have a quick look. So while we get Icarus to go that a little bit higher, actually I think it's the southern tip. It is, by the looks of it, the southern tip, yep. So we've actually run the wrong way, so you can't win them all. But we will definitely look at completing that camp, whatever that may be. You hear them, but can you see them? I'm gonna... There's plenty of wolves, actually a lot more than what we initially scouted. If you think about it, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 8. And we only saw 3 or 4. So, we need to escort Odessa back to her
They'll be
boat.
watching for me. I need to be careful.
As you can see, we have that little marker that's now come up. As you pick up some more wood. And no Odessa. So I am in the thinking that we are going to need to go find her. There she is. And as we make our way back to the boat, give her a quick talk,
Well,
get our money.
this is for you. Such a disappointment.
Why is that place so important to you?
Are you joking? Odysseus lived there, ruled there. He ended the Trojan War, eluded Scylla and Charybdis. He had everything. Loyalty, love, fighting spirit.
He had the attention of the gods, too. That caused him a lot of trouble.
And it made him a legend.
Oh wow. So we have 3 options, and the bottom one, as you guys can see, has a little heart next to it. This is the first romantic interaction that we've actually had come up in the actual storyline itself. So we can either tell her to grow up, which is not a bit nasty, but it's just a little bit cold. You'll get there one day, just give her a little bit of a confidence boost. Or we can go down the romantic trait. It's cute that you're determined. So, we've literally just hit an hour on the video. We are going to end this right here. So guys, you have an option. Grow up, you'll get there one day, or it's cute that you are determined. I will leave a poll on the video itself. Option 1 is grow up. Option 2 is you'll get there one day. And option 3 is it's cute and you're determined. Leave your comments and everything down in the comment section below. Subscribe to the video and leave a like also on the video as well. It'll be very, very much appreciated. Join us on Facebook and Twitter, and we'll catch up with you guys next time in another video. Have fun, take care, stay safe, happy hunting.